All right, then. I call this meeting to order, and we start with a pledge to the flag every meeting. So I'm going to ask my lovely assistant to help me. If everyone would stand and join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, lovely assistant. Thank you, everyone. So we have a consent agenda, and really by approving the agenda, we're approving everything within it. So what I'm going to do is just ask to bring this to the floor. We can discuss anything, and then we'll approve it, and everything is done at that point in time. So if I could, with these meetings by Zoom, if I could just have people raise their hand if they're making a motion or seconding. So if I could have a motion, Ms. Hahn, thank you for making the motion to bring this to the table. Ms. Powell-Fortna, dead center of my screen, let's put it that way. Thank you for the second. So I'm bringing this out if anyone would like to pull anything out so we could discuss it. But before we do that, Mr. Ziliaks, any comments on any of this? Because I know that there's a lot here that gets approved by the consent.
Yep, just wanted to again review the purpose of this meeting and thank you for making time to be here tonight. You know, there's an old saying in education that nothing is final until board approval. And you will see on our agenda tonight, we have a few different new hires. And until board approval, oftentimes people don't feel fully comfortable submitting letters of resignation or moving forward in processes or withdrawing from other processes. So this was a meeting we added purely to get some of those approvals off the list and allow people to move on making plans. And I know this is just a week before our normal meeting on June 7th, but we thought it was important and we appreciate everybody making time. I also did want to share, we do have Michelle Russ here who is on the agenda tonight. We are happy to have her on board soon as our middle school music teacher due to her retirement. And I just wanted to share that Michelle received her bachelor's in music from SUNY Fredonia and her master's in music at UB. She is also certified K-12 music. She has 16 years of teaching experience, somewhat unique in a non-public settings, and is currently an instrumental music teacher for the Paul Effman Music Organization that delivers music instruction to mainly parochial and charter schools who might not be able to do so otherwise with a smaller staff or limited resources. So she currently teaches almost 200 students, grades 1 through 8 in woodwinds and brass, percussion and violin. And she currently performs herself in several orchestras and ensembles. So Michelle went through 2 interviews at the building level with our music department, and they were very impressed. She moved on to a final round and met with Margie and myself and has been deemed the candidate of choice. So we are happy to have her this evening for approval in a few minutes. But I wanted to recognize here tonight, thank her for being able to join us this evening. She couldn't on June 7th, but we thought it would be appropriate that she attend by Zoom tonight. And Michelle, if you had a couple of comments, we're all ears.
Hi, I just wanted to thank everybody for having a great interview experience. Mr. Zux and Margie, thank you as well. And Christine, for everything you've helped so far. I know there hasn't been much, but I really appreciate it. Just a little background about me. Actually, you got a lot already, but I live in Amherst, New York with my husband and my 2 children. I have a 2nd grader and a 4th grader, both in the Sweet Home School District. So I've taught a lot of years in the private sector, but I'm very much looking forward to moving over to the public sector and specifically at Fredonia. I'm very excited to start working in the district. I know I did my college experience there and I love the town, so it'll be fun to get back to my roots of Fredonia. And I look forward to meeting all of you. So hopefully I get the opportunity to do that as well. And if you have any questions ever, please feel free to ask. So thank you.
Great. Thank you, Michelle.
And Christine, do we have one adjustment tonight? That
Yeah,
just
if
came in
you're,
kind of.
yep, if you're ready for that, I just wanted to mention, so item 3B5, that is the leave of absence for Pam Tweedy. That is no longer necessary due to a rescheduling of her surgery. So if we could just strike that from the agenda, that's not needed anymore.
Well, while we're on that, Ms. Slagle, if you look at Ms. Russ's recommendation, second to the bottom line, it says Ms. Webb.
Yeah, I actually changed that and
Okay.
updated it on the website already. It's just the copy you have from
Okay.
last week has,
Thank
yeah,
you.
has that mistake. Yep.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Any questions on the consent agenda by anybody?
And
Nothing.
Mr. Aldrich, I just wanted to note for the record that we will be sharing information about our other candidates at our June 7th meeting. Michelle Dolly will be here in person for that meeting. And unfortunately, Madeline Webb, because of some pretty extensive travel, won't be able to attend either. But we'll highlight some information about her on June 7th. So more information to follow.
Okay. So since we don't have any questions and everything has been reviewed, if I could, all those in favor of accepting the consent agenda signify by raising your hand. Looks good. All those opposed, and since we don't have anybody else, it's unanimously covered. We do not have any notes from the public. We do have a meeting in a week in person at the library. Anything else, Mr. Ziliaks?
No, I think we're all set. Thanks to everybody again. Michelle, welcome officially aboard, and we appreciate our board making time tonight. So thank you to everybody.
Welcome,
Okay.
Michelle.
Yes, welcome. So being no further business, if I could get a motion to adjourn. Ms. Powell-Fortna and Mr. Marshall seconded that. All those in favor signify by raising your hand. We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Welcome.